What is going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I got it on and popping. What is up? What is up? I'm using my iPad this time around. Let me go ahead and share this link out real quick. Make sure I can share this out. Go to Twitter. Boom. I'm going to share it on Google Plus also. What is up, the unboxer? What is up? What is up? Crazy Unboxer 67. Hola, what's going on? Look what I got. I just picked it up. I'm about to do, it's not an official unboxing because the dude, can you guys hear me good? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. The dude at Metro PCS was something else, man. I told him, do not open it. It's a gift. So he ends up opening it. Drop a 1 or something if I'm live. I mean, if you guys can hear me pretty good. And my squeaky chair. We do have the super chat enabled. I just enabled it. Let me verify that this is all working real good. Let me see all. Well, Crazy Unboxer, can you guys hear me pretty good? KB, what's going on, girl? Let me just check this real quick, make sure. I got crickets in the background. You hear the crickets? I want to make sure that I'm live and that you guys can hear me real good before I proceed. Volume is good. What's up, Tom? Good looking out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so the volume is pretty good. I do have the chat on my phone here, so this says there's 6 people watching. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this and do a quick comparison with the other devices that I have in the background, which is the Moto E4 and Moto E4 Plus. I have these two in the background, and throw this one in there just for kicks and giggles. But yeah, we got those right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the ZTE Blade Zmax. So I have it right here. Let me go ahead and take this out the box. There, you guys can see it. It's already been opened. The guy already opened it up. What's going on? And let's go ahead and read some of the specs on here real quick. So it does have, let me see, it does have LTE enabled. Android, it should be with Android 7.1.1, I'm not sure. 6-inch full HD display, so it's actually 1080p. 2.5D glass, 16 megapixels plus 2 megapixels on the back camera. So we got two cameras. We got 2 cameras on the back, which is going to be real nice. Rear cameras with autofocus and LED flash. And on the front, we do have, you guys can see, we have 8 megapixel in the front, 32 gigabyte RAM, which is storage, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. This is a 1.4 octa-core processor. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll have to check that out. And then inside the box, you get the ZTE Blade Zmax phone with embedded battery. So the battery is embedded. What is going on, Sean? And then we do have a charger, USB Type-C, and a quick start guide. So let's go ahead and jump right in. You guys can see the phone. Like I said, it's already been, the dude at Metro PCS, actually, let me take the sticker off. The dude at Metro PCS, he already activated it for me. I told him not to, but he still went ahead anyways and activated it and put the SIM card in. So I got the SIM card in here, Metro PCS SIM. And this is what the phone looks like. The back it feels real good. It feels like a, kind of like a honeycomb. It looks like a honeycomb. Feeling right there, that there's a ZTE branding. You guys can see 2 megapixel and then the 16 megapixel of the flash. It looks like it does have dual tone on there. Maybe I may be wrong. Then we do have the speaker on the back, which is on the bottom. Well, on the back towards the bottom, and which we'll have to test that out and see how that sounds. But yeah, the device in hand is the same. If you put it next to the Zmax Pro, It's actually, the front of it looks the same as far as size. So I believe it's the same screen as what is on the ZTE Zmax Pro. I think it's the same identical screen, 1080p. I held this side by side at T-Mobile store. I mean at the Metro PCS store, and they're identical. So I don't see where the difference is. What I do like, what they did was they moved the headphone jack down to the bottom. I'm a huge fan of the headphone jack on the bottom. I don't like the headphone jack at the top, like right here on the Moto E4 Plus. The headphone jack at the top, I don't like it too much. It kind of interferes, gets in my way. So USB Type-C, we do have a microphone. Then on the right side, we do have the SIM tray. So this is sort of like a hybrid SIM tray where you actually have the SD card, and you're able to put the SD card and the SIM card in the same slot. So there's like a little, I'll probably show you guys that in a minute, but I'm real happy to see the dual cameras set up right here, and also the fingerprint reader, which I haven't had a chance to get it going yet. But then on the left side here, or on the right side actually, you see the power button on the bottom, which does have some ridges. It feels, you could definitely feel the difference between the power button and the volume markers. There is some separation, so there's no longer one button. Now there's separation right there in the middle. So very clicky. Actually, it just looks like it's separation. It's actually one button still. It looks like it's two buttons. You guys can see there, but it's not. It's not two buttons. I may be wrong, but to me it looks like two buttons, but it's one whole button, and it's just like a little piece missing there to give it that look like it's actually two buttons, but there's actually one. And then on the top, we do have a little microphone, and that is it. The feel in hand is way better than the Zmax Pro. Definitely the Zmax Pro seems a little bit bulkier. And just from what I remember from the last time I had it, but the back feels real good. I can't get over this back right here. It does feel real good. And let's see what else we got in the box. So here you guys can see the ZTE Blade Zmax. It is definitely nice. I definitely want to test that camera out. 16 megapixels, and then we got the 2 megapixels right next to it. 8 megapixels on the front, and then we got the earpiece. I forgot to mention that. And we have what is that called again? The ambient sensor, I guess. It sensors the light, so it'll dim the display, or proximity sensor, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and see what in here. Normally, look what the guy did. He broke the bag instead of doing this. They were just brutal at Metro PCS. Simple, just doing that. No, he had to break the bag. So he did that. And then we have, this is what it actually came in. The phone was actually just sitting in this plastic. And then we do have right here where it shows you the back cover cannot be removed. Make sure you guys pay attention and read this. Attempting to remove will avoid your device warranty. So once again, the back cover does not come off. I believe that is glued on. And then we have the USB Type-C. They're just showing you how to install it. What is up, Sean? Tech Knight, are you in the building? I'm not even paying attention to my comments. I do super apologize. Let me go ahead and go back and see what I missed out here. Okay, we got Sean, Josh in the building, Tom, Sean, let me see who else. TG, Devon Chavez, Night Tech, what is up? Smart Decisions, welcome. So yeah, and the Crazy Unboxer 67. I've been rocking out with the ZTE Blade Zmax. So here we got that, and we got some information which we don't need to share that. And we got a booklet, which is a pretty hefty booklet, quick start guide. Jesus, look how thick that is. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. So we do have English, and then we have Spanish, Guía Rápida. So that means quick start guide, Guía Rápida. Spanish on one side, English on the other. I may read this. This is kind of big, but I may read through this real quick. I believe there's a 1-year manufacturer's warranty on it. Metro PCS didn't have any cases. How strange is that? So they got the phone and absolutely no cases, no screen protectors. I don't know about Metro PCS. Their service is pretty decent. I've had pretty good coverage, but as far as them having like accessories for my phone, they didn't have anything. Here you can see how it shows you how to remove the SIM, which is weird because the SIM is actually on the other side. Oh no, it's right there. Okay, and let me see what else. So the cameras are one thing that we're going to test out right here on the fly, and we're also going to test out the fingerprint reader, which I haven't set nothing up. And then what we get in the box right here, usual things, we get this doesn't look like it has quick charge. We'll have to test it out. It just says ZTE, and I can't really read. Can you guys see that? I can't really read the ampage on there. I need my glasses. And then we have this USB type C to USB type A, which is awesome. I'm glad that they went ahead with that with this one also. And that's all we get in the box. I'll go ahead and move the box over, and we're gonna go right into the device real quick. And we're gonna test this thing out and do some camera tests right now. And we're also gonna play some music and test out that speaker. So there you guys have it. Let me show you guys the box one more time. ZTE Blade Zmax. Beautiful phone, 6-inch phone for $129. I actually picked this up. I wasn't able or fortunate enough to get it for that price. I had to pay a little extra, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. I recently picked up my other phone. What's up, Ryan Darcy? What's going on? I recently picked up, let me go ahead and reset this. This guy set it all up. I'm going to start from scratch. I recently picked up the Moto E4 from Metro PCS, so I wasn't able to upgrade. They said I had to pay, I think, how much was it? $40 activation fee, which I was like, what? No way. So I had to D-Tech was going on. So what I did was I just added a line. I added a line because I got my other Metro PCS line, which is probably about to expire on the 2nd is when the bill is due. So I'm just going to terminate that line. And I just added a new line on the same account. So basically I got it for $129. And then I believe it was, I got the $40 plan. So you had to get a plan with it. So altogether it came up to $175. Just because maybe I picked the $40 plan, I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead real quick and check this out. I'm gonna reboot this all over again, and I'm gonna have it, I don't have any of my information on here, so it's a good time to go through the phone real quick so I don't show any personal information. Let's check out these cameras real quick. So you can see dual camera. I got 15 people watching that haven't even been paying attention to the comments again. Let me see, what is up, D's Tech? Ryan Darcy. Doug for Life, 187 in the building. Okay, dual cameras. We're gonna test this out. We're gonna take a photo of something real quick and check this out. But we got the dual cameras. Then we'll test up the fingerprint reader. I haven't done none of that yet. Like I said, these people at Metro PCS, they just activated this thing for me. I even told them it was a gift. So, okay, we have dual camera. We swipe over and we have manual mode. So manual mode, you could adjust the ISO, the white balance, and all that good stuff. This is going to be very interesting. I normally use my camera set to auto mode. I just point and shoot. That's basically what I do on here. So let's go ahead and see. Captures photos in a variety of ways, and it's just showing you some illustration right there. More captures. So let's go ahead and hit start. Wow, so far it does look good. It's showing you the filters, the current mode or app. Then we have select filter. We got a lot of information here. So this is what it looks like. Well, on the display, it actually looks real good. So that's a good thing. Let me swipe over to video. Video, we got the wide angle. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I gotta test this out. I believe it does have optical image stabilization. I'm not sure. We're gonna take a little picture of this real quick. Maybe we could get the text in there. And let me see what else. Let's go ahead. Let's go use the dual camera. So we have a dual. Swipe over. It's a little bit hesitant as far as when I swipe over. Okay, so we can use the bokeh effect. Let's go ahead and try that out. So let me see how this is going to work. So I'm not a pro photographer by any way. Bokeh. Let me see how this way. I can't really see any difference here. Maybe after the photo. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and take it. And then we'll look at it and see what we get. Maybe I'm too close. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, so the effect takes, it actually takes effect after the photo. So that is something that I haven't seen. Well, I've probably seen this, but it was a little unexpected. So you can actually see on the picture that it's actually, it's a little, I don't know. It's a little, you get like some kind of a shadow effect on it. I'll have to do some further testing. Maybe I'm indoors, but what do you guys think? It doesn't really seem that. Let me lower it down. I got f1 aperture, I guess. Let me put it on the f8 and then take a photo again and see. Oh, I see. You can adjust it. Okay. Okay, I see it. So now it's less of an effect. So yeah, the camera is just, I'm just messing with it real quick, but I'm gonna have to go more into detail in the camera and get my hands on more time with the camera. The camera seems pretty good. Does it have wide angle camera? That is a question from Sean. So wide angle camera, let me see. So far, I'm not seeing anything here. All I see is video, and there's like a slight delay when I swipe over. You see that? Video, photo, then we have the dual camera. So we got portrait. Let's check out portrait. Maybe that may be a wide angle. It seems like it's actually closer. Portrait. I don't know. Like I said, I'm indoors. I'm gonna have to test out and do a separate video just for this camera. So far, it does seem pretty decent. Let me see if let me go over here. Panorama, multi-exposure. We got the manual mode with all the settings. So this is something that's going to be real interesting. Check that out. We got a bunch of settings here, which I have no clue what they do. And then let's go back over here. Wide angle is what I'm looking for. We have panorama. Let me see how that looks. Oh, okay. So we can do that. It's real nice. And then let me see what else we got. I didn't see any wide angle. I seen time lapse. Time lapse is nice. And then we have video. What I'm gonna stick to is probably gonna be photo. And let me see if I go into settings here. Okay, here we have resolution here. So we do have that 16 megapixel camera, and we can change it up a little bit. We can change the size on there. So here, oh, it's nice. I like this. I really, really like this right here. I like the fact that you can change it up. You can do a watermark, so you can add your own watermark. You can do shutter tone, geotagging, volume key zoom, so you can use the volume keys to zoom in. We have anti-banding, 60 hertz. You can save location. I guess you could put this to your SD card and things like that. That is nice. I like this. So this is some camera settings right here. Let me go back up. Real nice. I like that. And the watermark, let me see what watermark we could put on there. I guess you could pick your own watermark. I don't know what I would put on there, but let's go ahead and see some more settings. I guess that's the settings. And if I go to video, let me see what we could do in video. Maybe it records in 4K. We're going to find out now. So video quality, shutter tone, geotag, save location. Like I said, SD card if you have it. And let me read some of the comments. What is up, Gaber? Gaber in the building. ZTE Max, Zmax Pro. This is actually the Blade Zmax. kind of like the same phone, but with dual cameras, and they changed a little bit of it. I like the backing on it. The backing is real nice. So let's go ahead and see the video quality. So unfortunately, we get no 4K recording on here. Doesn't look like there's any 4K. I'm not sure if it's 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second on that 1080p. Here's 720. Then we got MMS video. And I'm not seeing anything on there as far as frames per second. So like I said, I'd have to test this out. So there's the video camera. And let's go ahead and move on to the front-facing camera. How you guys doing? You guys can see that I'm actually using my iPad to record this. So front-facing camera. Let me go ahead and go into the settings real quick. So on the front-facing camera, you actually have 8 megapixels, 6 megapixels, 5 megapixels, tap to capture, mirror image, volume, key to zoom. So there, man, it is actually pretty featured packed right here. Go ahead and flip this back. Sort of a little delay. Let's take a photo real quick. What is up, Ryan? Let's take a photo real quick and see if there's a huge delay on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to photo. And it is set to the highest setting. I'll go ahead and I'll enable HDR. We're gonna get into the rest of the phone here in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and test the audio too. So we'll go ahead and take a photo. I'm gonna take a picture or a photo of this right here. And we're gonna see how long is how the shutter speed is. So the shutter speed is actually pretty fast. We'll take another. Look at that. That's actually, I think that's even a little faster or a little quicker than the Moto. We'll have to do some testing on that, but let's go ahead and do a little wide angle here. Look at that. The camera's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with the cameras. We got HDR enabled. We're gonna go ahead and enable that and take a picture of it. We'll do the box right quick. And then we'll look at them. We're gonna check this out. So here is the photo that I just took. What do you guys think? The quality is pretty good. Like I said, I'm indoors, so I couldn't really tell you, exactly. But let me zoom in. It looks pretty good to me. Look at that. You could even read the text on the pages. So the cameras are promising. Cameras are definitely promising. Look at that. If I can zoom in a little more. Holy crap, look at that. I zoomed in all the way. I can see the date. How cool is that? Look at the date. So yeah, pretty good camera. Pretty good camera. I'm pretty impressed. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on to, let's go into settings and see exactly what we're running here. So we got the locations, pretty basic stuff here. And then we're gonna go to settings and see if we got Wi-Fi calling. Fingerprint. We'll set up the fingerprint next. Let's go ahead and go down the list of settings and see what we have here. Bluetooth, mobile networks, we got Wi-Fi calling turned off. Let me see if we got tethering and hotspot, so that's a good thing right there. Back button. You can also switch these buttons around on the bottom. You can switch them. You can put the recents button over there, back button over here. Pretty good stuff. If I remember correctly, there was a LED notification within the home button on the Zmax Pro. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen on this one, but I haven't seen them light up yet. Maybe I could set those up. Let me see, maybe notifications in here, allow to send. Like I said, none of my information is in this phone, so we can go ahead and go through all this. Got Dolby Audio. These are the apps. FM radio, which is sweet. For when I go bike riding, I can take an FM radio. I don't have to use any data. So we got a bunch of apps that are pre-installed. Like I said, this is out of the box. None of my apps are installed. My account's not installed. We're gonna see what we're stuck with. Let me see what we're stuck with out of the box. So let's go ahead. We got 45 apps installed out of the box. And we've used up 10 gigabytes out of 32. Let's check that out. You guys can see that right there. There's no SD card in here or anything. And call settings. Let's see what we can do. Connect to PC. Voice over LTE. Awesome. Location, security. That's where I'm going to go and set up my. Here's navigation key. Okay, so navigation key. You see, like I said, you can switch these up. You can put the home button over here. I mean the back button on this side or the back button on that side, however you want to choose. So that's a cool thing. And then we have software update. Let's tap that and see what we get. It says your system is up to date, Android version 7.1.1, security patch level August 1st. Wow, Motorola's not even there yet. Motorola's not even I think we're still stuck on June. I got it turned off. But wow, that's pretty good. We have that. Let me read some of these comments. So no update. We're actually updated on the latest, August 1st. That is a good sign from ZTE. So that looks pretty good, pretty promising. I had a Moto G5 for months. However, I found that I had an issue with the app crashing. I wonder what app crashing that was. That's D's Tech. Jabari Grace, welcome. The DAC is amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test all that out. This is just a quick unboxing for setup. But yeah, I'm gonna have to test all that out. That's definitely. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, let's go back into settings and let's see. We're running Android 7.1.1. So you guys can see it's stock Android. There's not a lot of extra features here that you need or that you wouldn't need. Not bad. It does come with some apps pre-installed, and we'll have to get to that in a minute. I'm pretty sure they can all be disabled. So let's go ahead now and set up the fingerprint reader. We'll go to security. We'll go to the top. Use fingerprint reader. We'll set up the fingerprint reader real quick, and we'll see how fast that goes. Let me enter a pin real quick. We enter, no thanks. And I'm going to enter my a pin real quick. Continue. Okay. Show all content. Okay. Add fingerprint. So now we get this after I added a little quick pin right there. And now it says you have no fingerprints registered. Register now? Yes. So now we're going to test out the fingerprint reader. We're going to see how quick this is and accurate. So boom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 times, and I got my fingerprint registered. It seemed like it was pretty accurate. And let me go ahead and add another fingerprint. It seemed like it was very accurate. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this one took 12. The first one took 11, this one took 12. Okay, so we got 2 fingerprints added, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go back. And we have some fingerprint, I guess these are like fingerprint gestures, if I'm not mistaken. Big house in the building. Let me read these comments. Let me see who's here. We got Big House Productions. What is going on? Okay, so we got some features here for the fingerprint reader. We do have a quick open app. Use your fingerprint. Oh, this is nice. I believe this was on. It's been a while. Like I said, I had the ZTE Zmax Pro, but that was when it first came out, and I kept it for like a few months. Ended up selling it off, and I should have kept it. Actually, it's actually a real good phone. So here we can do this. There we can add a quick open app. So you can add a fingerprint to open a specific app. Let's go ahead and check that out. Wow, look at all that. Look at all the options. And I'm sure if you add more apps, you can do that. So yeah, you can pick pretty much any app you want and you just use a finger, one of these fingers, any finger you want to use. So that is nice. And we could take a photo, touch control function, fingerprint verification, not required. And we can even answer calls with the fingerprint reader. That's nice. So you can see that down there. You can enable that. You can take a photo. When enabled, you can tap the fingerprint reader to take a photo. Okay. So you open up your camera app and you just tap the fingerprint reader and it'll take a photo. That is nice. I like that. And that is the fingerprint. Let me go back. And that is about it as far as the fingerprint goes. And other than that, this is pretty bare bones stock Android. And I'm gonna go ahead and reset this because I wanna actually, so what I didn't see was the LED lights. I know this is supposed to light up. I'm not sure, I haven't seen it light up yet, so I'm not sure what's going on. Navigation key, I'm not even sure if they light up anymore. Let me see, let me go to display. Display. Okay, we'll go to display and press the power button twice for camera. We're definitely going to turn that on. That's an option that I use all the time. We have ambient display. Wake screen when you receive notifications. That's going to be nice. I got that. I don't get any notifications right now because my account's not even set up on here. I'm going to have to reset this. And in my sleep, I already keep it to 1 minute. Brightness level. Let's see where we're at. So wow, that's not bad. We're halfway, 50% brightness, and it's pretty nice and vivid. So we have screensaver. Let me see, screensaver. Not interested in that. So we can do the default. Not the default font size. You can do default. You can change the font size. Real nice. And you can do the display. And you can cast post notification light on. Okay, so it's on. Here it is. Notification key light duration. Notification key light duration. So if you keep it always on, okay, so here they go. Now they're lit on the bottom. So now that's pretty nice. So I'll keep that I'll probably keep that off. I don't see no real need to keep that on because the buttons are spaced. They're pretty far apart spaced, so it's not going to be very difficult to reach. So I want to see when you get a notification, the center little circle right there, home button, lights up, kind of pulsates. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, that is going to be displayed. Let's go back and see what else, see what we're missing here. Mobile networks, we already did all that. Wi-Fi calling. So yes, tethering and mobile hotspot. I get a lot of questions about that, especially on budget phones. And yes, on this phone, you could definitely use mobile hotspot. You can even tether to your computer via USB cable. Real nice. That is sweet. Network resetting. Let's get out of here. Now we did display notifications. I believe we just did that. No, we didn't. So notifications. These are, you can add or remove specific app to stop receiving notifications. Let's check out the ringtones. A lot of people don't do that anymore. They don't go into the ringtones and play the ringtones. We're gonna go ahead and do that. You guys, don't forget, super chat is enabled, man. You guys can help the channel out by, contributing a small donation. I would really appreciate that. Anything helps, and we could hear, this is the sound. We're in the sound settings, and we do have Dolby audio, and that is sweet. So we have movie set. We have a option for movie, music, game, voice, and then we have 2 custom settings at the bottom. It is enabled and it is set for movie. We're going to go right into a video real quick and check out the audio on here. And then we have ringtone. So notification mode, ring, vibrate, mute, or vibrate and ring. And then we're going to do not disturb. I have none of that set up. Let's go real quick and check out the ringtones. We could kind of get a little idea of what the speaker is going to sound like when we play this. So. That is actually pretty loud. That is actually pretty loud. So that is artistic conception. That is one ringtone. We're gonna go down the list. So let me go back. Where was I, beauty? So the ringtone actually, or the speaker on the back, is actually quite loud. Wow. The speaker is actually pretty good. My microphone's a little far away from it. my microphone's like it's on my collar, so it's a little bit further away, but the speaker does sound pretty good. I think the speaker is actually very good. Oh, that's sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I like that. Play that again. Uh-oh. That sounds good. So yeah, let me see marimba. Man, you got, look at this. Look at all this. We're not even halfway there. We got a whole bunch of ringtones. I'm not gonna get into all of them. We have a whole bunch of ringtones, and we got some. So here is, whoa, let's go back to that. This is default notification ringtone. So this is the phone ring and this is the ring. Hold on, I'm confused. This is the ringtone and this is the default notification ringtone. Okay, so this is for like text messages and stuff like that. Let's check those out. Nice. Transformer. So not a huge selection there. We're gonna see. We'll keep it. I like that one. We'll keep it there. And as far as the ringtone, let me change that up. Where was it? I like that. We'll keep it there. Let's keep it moving, guys. I just kind of, I like that. I enjoy doing that. So it's kind of fun to me. So, okay, so sounds. Let's get out of sounds. We did the notifications and default alarm. And then we have other sounds. We have touch sounds, dial tone, vibrate on tap. Pretty good stuff there. Okay, let's get out of there. And then we're going to go ahead and go to, let me see, apps. We're going to see what we can disable here because we want to disable all this Metro PCS bloat. I'm not real happy with all Metro PCS bloat. This is going to get unlocked here by tomorrow. So I'll also be making a video showing you guys how to unlock this. So there is an application that is already pre-installed on this phone. And you can see it right there. It's called Device Unlock. I'll have a video up by tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow showing you a website. You go to the website and you get it unlocked. And then you just come back to this app and tap on it. So it's going to be pretty cool. So that is about wraps it up, you guys, as far as, let me go ahead and check the wallpapers. Oh, no, it doesn't wrap it up yet. I haven't showed you guys the video yet. So let's go ahead and go check out the video. We'll do something. We'll do this. Test out the sound. The display is actually very nice. Wow, you guys are going to really enjoy this display. The display is very nice and vivid. 1080p. Let's go ahead. So I'm using...
Best of luck. Thank you very much. QQ.
The display is nice. 1080p. I never read the specs on here and I didn't even read, let me check out the wallpaper. I'd never read what processor. I believe it has a Snapdragon. Let me check it out real quick. I think it's a Snapdragon 427. Let me check it out. GSM Arena ZTE Blade Zmax. Let me check out the specs because I didn't even do specs Let me see, Zmax. Okay, full. We're gonna go check out the full phone specifications real quick. Okay, so here it is. You guys can see it does have a 1080p screen, 6-inch display, which is awesome. We do have a 16 megapixel camera. So it does record in 1080p. Unfortunately, there's no 4K, but a lot of people don't care because a lot of people don't use 4K. Like me personally, I don't even have a 4K TV at home, so I don't feel the need for 4K. And most of my viewers, they actually, if you look on YouTube analytics, they actually view your content on mobile, like the majority of my subscribers do. So 4K, not that important to me. And then we do have 2 gigs of RAM. So the Snapdragon 435 is what it's rocking. So the one on the Moto E4 Plus is actually the 427. It's the 427 on here. And actually on the ZTE Blade Zmax, we have the 435. We do have a huge battery, which is 4080. And Motorola Moto E4 has 5000. We'll have to test that out. It's not much of a jump, I don't think, but we'll have to test that out. 1000 more milliamps actually. We'll definitely test that out. And let me see what else. So we're gonna read. It does have some bands on here that were some pretty nice bands. So we released August 2017. It released IPS display. So it does have 367 pixels per inch density, multi-touch, yes. And it's using the Ashi Dragon Trail glass. So it doesn't have Gorilla Glass. It's not using Gorilla Glass like the previous model. I believe the previous model was using Gorilla Glass 3, if I'm not mistaken. Comment down below, I'm not even sure. But this one is using something different, Dragon Trail, which is supposed to be pretty good. You can install an SD card down here up to 128 gigabytes. Taking a sip of my coffee. Well, like I said, 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes internal storage, which is awesome. You may not even need an SD card because 32 gigs is plenty. And then let me see. Well, it's plenty for me. Supposedly it does have fast charging. From what I'm reading right here, it says fast charging, quick charge 2.0. So we'll have to test that also. And that is about all the specs that I can read on here. It has Dolby surround sound. Doesn't come with any headphones or anything like that. Once again, for the price point, you're getting a huge display, some pretty good cameras, it looks like, a nice big battery, and you're getting some pretty good Dolby audio. So the headphone jack is going to sound pretty amazing. So you're getting a huge bang for your buck with this phone right here. So this is the Blade Zmax. Let's go back to the Blade Zmax. And let me set this up. Okay, fingerprint. Okay, so I just set up my fingerprint reader, so it's going to ask me to put my pin for the very first time. But after that, it should continue to start working normally. So we'll go ahead and test that out. Boom, pretty fast. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fingerprint reader is accurate, pretty accurate. It's not a push down button. It's just you just rest your finger on there. You don't have to push down on it or anything. It's not a button. It's just a little sensor. You just put your finger on it. So that is pretty nice. I wish I could swipe down to see my notifications. I wish I could swipe down. Maybe there's an option for that. I haven't really checked it, but that would be nice, being that this has a 6-inch display and you don't want to have to reach with your other hand all the time to get that to come down. So maybe I'll have to check that out real quick. Maybe I'm gonna go back into the settings. This should be something for that. Maybe I missed it. What do you guys comment down below? Let me go back to my comments and read some of the comments here. I got you guys right here. Let me read some of your comments. Whoa, I missed out a lot. So the comments are flying through, and there should be like a fingerprint gesture where you can actually swipe down to access the notification panel. That would be nice if it's in here, because it's kind of a hassle having to use your other hand to swipe down, because you can't do it with one hand. I guarantee that you can't swipe. It's just too much gymnastics to get to swipe down with one hand. You're going to be using your other hand to swipe down. So I wish they they would have incorporated something. Maybe it's there. Maybe I missed it. Let's go back and find out. Display, wallpaper. Maybe I missed it, but I don't see anything here that's going to help me out with the notification. Swipe down gesture would be nice. Maybe it's in the fingerprint. Let me go back in here and see if I missed it. Okay, so we're back into the fingerprint settings, and I don't see anything here for the swipe down notification. That's a bummer. I wish it did have that. That's like the first thing that came to mind. So fingerprint gesture to swipe down the notifications. If I'm missing it, let me know, but that's needed with the phone this big. So yeah, let's check out the wallpapers now. Wallpapers, so we have this one, which is pretty nice. Got that one. Wow, that looks nice. The wallpapers are pretty nice. Let me read some of these comments. Try notifications, Tony. I'll do that right now. I'm gonna go right into notifications and check that out. See if there has to be some kind of swipe down gesture. That's just crazy if they left that out with the screen this huge. I like this wallpaper right here. It looks nice. Then we got this. The display is awesome. We got that there. Let me see this one. The display is real nice. I like the display. Very vivid. Metro PCS. So I'm gonna keep mine. I think I'll go with this one. I like that. So set wallpaper, and I'll set it home screen and lock screen. Look at that. That looks beautiful. So the display on here is amazing. You're getting a huge screen for 129 bucks. You're getting a pretty good speaker on the back, call quality and all that good stuff. I'll get that for you guys in my full review. So let's go ahead and jump right in here, and you can see we do have some bloat. I like the FM radio. We got a file manager, which is nice. Lookout needs to go. Then we have music selection right here, and here's where you can fine tune your music. So you got this in here. There's no music in here, but you can categorize it, and you can go into settings, Dolby equalizer. Boom! Look at that Dolby audio. Look at that. So we've seen this already. Let's go ahead and go back. This is nice, man. I really like this. Let me see what else I'm missing here. File manager, let's go in there, see what that looks like. Very nice. Look at all that. We got 22 gigs remaining. Very nice. 22 gigs. You can fill it up with music, photos, videos. And let's see what else. We have Metro Zone. We're going to be disabling all that. Video player. See if there's any videos in there. No videos. And we have visual voice, and we have YouTube settings. Oh, I like this. Sound recorder. That is nice. So you can record audio and upload it or whatever you want to do with it. So there's not a lot of, let me count the blow apps. You guys know. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got about 7 blow apps, which they can probably all be disabled. I'm not sure if you can remove them. App info. Yeah, you can just disable them if you don't want them. So disable them, and they'll just hide in the background, and you won't see them again. So all these here are going to be gone. Everything in this folder, let me put this one in there too. Everything in this folder can be disabled. So once you clear all this out, Lookout is application that drains, and in my experience with Lookout, it drains a lot of battery life. So it's always running in the background. Every time you download an app, it's scanning, and so just delete that, man. So this will be deleted. That will probably all of this will be disabled. I don't think I can delete this. Let's see. I can remove it, but let me see if I can delete it. App info. So you can't delete it, you can only disable it. So all of these, everything in here is probably going to be disabled. And then we have these. This is everything that's pre-installed. All this stuff comes pre-installed. I haven't installed anything. So we got Google's folder. And I kind of don't like this launcher already. You see me swiping up? It's because I'm using Oreo launcher already on my Moto E4 Plus, and I'm kind of used to that swipe gesture. So I'll probably be installing that on here, and that probably will help out with all this bloat. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. You guys, go out there and pick this up, $129. It's a beautiful phone. Stay tuned for some upcoming video comparisons with versus the Moto E4 Plus. Look at the size difference. Before I end the video, check out the size difference. The Moto E4 Plus fits inside of the Blade Zmax. Fits inside the Blade Zmax. Check that out. So you can see this thing is huge next to the Moto E4 Plus. That's next to the Moto E4. This is next to the iPhone prototype. This thing is just, whoa, look at that. Just like about 1 inch, inch and a half inch on the side. It's a monster. So this is a huge phone, but it's not that big next to the iPhone. This is the iPhone with a case. So with the case, you guys can see that it's about the same height, maybe a little bit taller than the iPhone 7 Plus and a little bit wider. So the iPhone Plus fits inside the Blade Zmax. Huge. Check it out. That's with a case. Even with a case, it fits inside. So it's a pretty big phone. It's a pretty big phone, guys. Let me see it. I'm gonna say it's a little bit heavier than the iPhone. Let me see. Let me hold on. No, the iPhone's still heavier. The iPhone is definitely still heavier. Let me read these messages. I like big screens, devices. Let me go back and read some of these. I've been neglecting my live chat here. So Big House Productions is in the building. Try notifications. Yes, let me go back there and try the notifications. Let's see if I find that swipe gesture for the notifications panel. Oh, look at that. Fingerprint readers. Nice. Okay, let me go to settings. Settings, and then we're going to go into notifications. This is where he told me to go. Notifications. Settings. I don't see anything that would help me out in here. I don't see anything. So I guess we don't have that feature. Comment down below. Am I missing something? I'll read my comments. My videos won't be that good. Let me see. Same with the iPhone. I personally won't spend $1,000 on it. Okay, so you guys must be talking about the Moto. I mean, not the Moto, the Note 8 and the iPhone 8 or the iPhone X, whatever they're gonna call it. I'll probably be picking up the iPhone because I like the iPhone. It's gonna be something different coming from the iPhone for me. We've never seen a display size like this before on an iPhone, so this is going to be interesting, and it's a small form factor. So I'll be picking up the iPhone, the new iPhone, or whatever it's going to be called, iPhone 8 or iPhone X or iPhone Pro. I'll be picking that up because I am an iPhone user. I like using the iPhone, and we've never seen this form factor. We've already seen what the S8 brought, and it's not much different with the Note 8. It's going to be the same thing as S8 Plus, but with a stylus, in my opinion. The Note 8 is a boss phone. I just wish they would have updated the processor. Came out with with a better processor instead of that same one that's on the S8. But yeah, I'm rambling. Thank you guys for joining. Holy crap, if someone just donated in the super chat. Who was that? Sean El Bautista, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Sean. Shout out to Sean for donating $10 in the super chat. I really appreciate it to help pay for a good case for the Blade Zmax. Well, thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate that. That is an awesome gesture from you right there. I really appreciate that. Seeing that the Metro PCS store did not have any cases available for me to pick up. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed. It's a huge phone, and coming out of the store with a phone that you're not really used to, especially that size of a 6-inch display, you need a case. I always recommend that even if it's a $50 phone, $25 phone, whatever phone it is, you want the maximum lifespan. You want to stretch it out as long as you can, and I always recommend that you go out there and get a case, any kind of case, just a regular bumper case, something like this. Just any case would do. This is like a $10 case. Oh, hold on, what is this? I don't even know what case this is, but cases are always recommended for your smartphones, man. But this is look at that comparison next to the iPhone there. Look at that. You guys want to see a quick speed test next to the iPhone? An app speed test? You guys want to check that out? Comment down below. Let me know. I'll do a quick one right here before I end the stream, if you guys are interested in that. And probably not, huh? You guys, well, it's not expected that the ZTE Blade Zmax is going to be faster than the iPhone. I don't expect it to be. I just, wow, look at the screen. I expect it to last longer, and to the display to be real good. The display is actually real nice compared to the iPhone. Look at that. It's a pretty nice display there. It's actually pretty white, real nice and white. The iPhone's like an off. Let me see this weather. The iPhone is like an off-white compared to this. Check it out. It's like an off-white. Here we are, Cleveland, 71 degrees. But yeah, this is going to be it. Thank you guys for joining. There's 15 people still here in the stream. If there's anything else you guys wanted me to show you, a benchmark, hey, then that would mean I would have to do a benchmark before you finish, please. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download. Which one should I download, guys? Comment, let me know. I don't have my account set up on here, so once I enter my account, I think it's going to start downloading all my information, and it might bog down the phone. So I haven't. Okay, let me go ahead and do that then. Okay, let me enter my information real quick. This will take a quick second. Come on, keyboard. Okay. Enter my information. I'm just going to download. Maybe I'll download 2 of them. I know you guys want to see those Geekbenches, and I'm going to do all that in this video. Let me see. Okay, so I didn't download. I actually, let me get this. Okay. Okay, so I got my account set up on here. Let me agree to this, and I'll be downloading that. I'm gonna test this out for you guys real quick. I'm gonna do a quick speed test, or not a speed test, but okay. I'm in the Play Store. Okay, I was able to hook up my account, put my account down, and I'm gonna go ahead and download. Which one did you guys want me to download? What benchmark? Antutu? Okay, we'll do the Antutu. Antutu. You can see it's downloading stuff. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It is downloading. What is it downloading? It's down. Okay, Google Play. So we'll go ahead and install this. Come on. Well, it's still downloading Google Play. I gotta wait for this real quick. Before it installs, 82%. It's updating the Google Play Store real quick. Let me see. I got a question. Do you gonna review the LG G6 Plus when it comes out? Yeah, absolutely. So okay, we're downloading the Antutu Benchmark, and we're gonna do a quick benchmark test on here. We're gonna let it ride. I'm at 88% actually. I believe I was at 90 out of the box. I'm gonna have to go back and check on the video, but you can see what percentage we actually dropped down within how long we've been here. We've been here for an hour now. An hour and 1 minute. Okay, so download the new version Antutu Benchmark. Cancel. Okay, now it's going to verify my phone. I don't know what the heck this is. I'm going to delete this afterwards, so. It's telling me to download something else. I'm going to go ahead and download that. This is the 3D bench. Come on. Okay. So this, you can see that Lookout app is running in the background. That thing is going to, it may interfere with this benchmark test. I'm not promising you that it will or that it won't. I'm still drinking coffee, guys. It's actually like, what time is it? 2 p.m. and I'm still drinking coffee. I just went for a bike ride, by the way. I think I did 8 miles today. Let me show you guys. A slow bike ride. I didn't go out there and, you know, bust my butt. I just went out there and did a little. So I got look at that. You can see right there. Let me see if I can show you. I did like 7 miles, almost 8 early this morning. Now we're waiting for this to download. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick benchmark. What other benchmark do you guys want? Okay. And let me read this comment. It says, CPU, it's good too. What is the price on a port-in? You may be able to get it free for a port-in. I didn't ask, but I was there and they told me that to upgrade, if you gotta, first of all, you gotta qualify for an upgrade. And when you do qualify for an upgrade on Metro PCS, you have to pay $40 for some kind of was it 40 or 30? I think it's like $40 for an activation, or I don't know what kind of upgrade charge, something like that. He said, I think it was 30 or 40. I can't really remember. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't qualify anyways because I actually just got the Moto E4. The Moto E4 maybe a couple weeks ago. So I didn't qualify for an upgrade. So the guy said for me to get it, I actually had to pay full price. And I was like, no freaking way. It was 2 something. It's like, no way. The phone's $129. I'm not going to do that. And I was about to walk out the store. Then I was like, how about if I add a line? He said, yeah, if you add a line, you'll get it for $129. And you can get a $30 plan or $40 plan. I think mine was a $25 plan. I can't even remember. I just went in there and bought it. Okay, Antutu open. Okay. Okay, let me close everything in the background. Clear all. I'm gonna clear all in the background. Everything's closed in the background. You guys saw that. Clear all. Now we're going to run the Antutu Benchmark. Let me clean this. Clear all that out. And Antutu Benchmark. Here we go. Why does this keep popping up? It's kind of annoying. Okay, it says verify your phone. This is the Z982, which is the ZTE Blade Zmax, and let's go ahead and test. This is live. You guys are checking this out. We're doing a live test of phone. It's not going to be a fair test because the phone was actually, I was playing with it. It's a little bit warm already, like right around here, like. Let me read some of these comments. Okay, what is up, Grant S in the building? Antutu claims 3D2. All right, Grant. Okay. Just when I was about to test the audio, it cuts out. I wonder if this fits on here. So we are getting 81 decimals, 87, 83. So the speaker is pretty good. It's pretty loud. Okay, now we're image processing fisheye test. So that was our max decimal there. You can see it was 89.7. It's pretty good. That's pretty high. Put that off to the side. And we're almost done here, guys. We're at 52%. We'll see what this gives us. I'm not anticipating it to be super high. It is running the Snapdragon 835. Okay, let me see. Any comments? You guys, let me see how many people are watching. There's still 13 people watching. No one's commenting. I guess they're waiting to see these scores. The phone, it's a little hot up here. Not super hot, but right above the fingerprint reader, right about here, this area. It's warm. It's pretty warm. Right up here. So I've been using it for an hour and then decided to do this benchmark. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys check the video, it's been going for 69 minutes. And so I've been using it for 69 minutes, just about, I say about 50 minutes, almost an hour, because I didn't take it out of the box right away. Yeah, these cameras are going to be nice, man. I can't wait to check those out. 70%. We're doing RAM performance right now, and then we're going to check out multitask. Each overheats a bit by benchmarks. Whoa, it was a little warm before the benchmarks. That's why I decided to say that. CPU performance now, 77%. So it will get hot, like just with normal usage, because I was just using the screen and it was already feeling kind of warm. And now that you use Geekbench, it just seems like it's not super hot. It's not something that's gonna burn you or nothing, but it definitely feels warm back there. I wish I had a heat device so I can measure the temperature. 82%. What are you guys expecting? What do you guys think it'll be? The score. What? I think it was like 30,000. The score. The Geekbench score. Ryan. If they do, it will be more expensive here. 65,000, you think? That would be nice if it is 65,000, but we'll soon find out. I think it was like more like 30,000. If it hits 30,000, 30,000 is kind of low, but if it's anything above 30,000, I think it'd be okay. I mean, for gamers, I don't do a lot of gaming, but if you don't do gaming, you should be fine. It was 97%. Now we're testing the UX image decoder. Whoa, that's more than I expected. That is more than I expected. 47,433. Wow, that's pretty good. What do you guys think with that score? Is that score pretty good? I really don't go by Geekbench scores, but that seems decent. That seems decent. That seems real. I was expecting 30,000. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. And that's, like I said, after using it for about an hour with the screen on, going through all the settings, playing the video, to get that score, and it's still, that's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice score. That's a decent score. Let's try another. What do you guys want to try another Geekbench score? How about what is it? We'll try Geekbench. Geekbench 4. Let's try that one out. We'll go ahead and install that. And all that stuff takes its toll. You know, when you install applications and that you're using the processor, you know, it takes its toll. So you gotta take that into consideration. If it was a straight up first boot with nothing running in the background, it would have probably got a nicer score, I think. But it's pretty good for the specs. The 4, like I said, the 427 that's on the modal devices that I got right here. The 427 that's on here. This one and this one is real good. I haven't had any heating issues with it. So this is like the first time that I'm feeling this device a little warm. It's not huge. It's not huge, but it is a little warm. Just right in here. Right in here, this area right here. I'm guessing that's where the CPU will be probably. And the rest is probably all battery, but yeah, it is feeling a little bit, it was. Well, it is, it's still warm. You can feel it. It's warm to the touch. Nothing major, but we'll see how it does with Geekbench 4. We'll test it out. Phone Tech at Work, what's up? Team 100 in the building. And then we have Gaber. Basically, in real life usage, works great for its specs. I'm impressed with it. I really am. I'll tell you right away what I like about it. And this is just from using it for about an hour out of the box. I like the backing, whatever they did back here. This is definitely very grippy. I like the fingerprint reader, the cameras. The cameras definitely seem promising. The flash I have to test out. Speaker sounds loud. Speaker's loud, USB Type-C. I like the fact, what happened here? I like the fact that they have the headphone jack. They moved it from the top to the bottom, which is more convenient. My phone goes in my pocket like this. So to have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the bottom is awesome. So I like that. USB Type-C. You got fast charging. You got a 4,080 milliamp battery. 2 cameras in the back. 8 megapixels in the front. So it's a promising device for $129. It really is. Android 7.1.1 out of the box with August security patch is a plus. So that alone, those little features that I mentioned, is definitely a device you want to pick up. A budget-friendly device at that, $129. So if you're due for an upgrade, if you're on Metro PCS and you're due for an upgrade, run out there and pick this one up. This is the best phone. I think this is the best budget-friendly phone that T-Mobile has to offer. That has that really offers more than anything else that's out there. It offers a 6-inch display at 1080p, huge battery, real good cameras from what I'm seeing just within that 1 hour of usage. Good cameras on the back, good cameras on the front. The Geekbench scores. Not that I do believe the Geekbench scores. Not that I rely on that, because I really don't. I don't rely on benchmarks at all. But it's pretty good score. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and do this one. This is Geekbench 4. Accepted. There's model number ZTE Z982. We'll do a benchmark test real quick. So yeah, so far the what was it, 40? I can't remember, 4,800, 48,000. Can't remember what we got with Antutu. But yeah, it's pretty good. 1080p USB Type-C. Phone tech at work. Automatic win at that price point. Yeah, definitely. I like the backing. The backing is definitely what I like. What really it looks pretty cool too. It has that look to it in the back. I like that. I like also that Metro PCS phones don't have branding. I like that. Metro PCS and T-Mobile, they rarely brand their phones with their carrier crap on it. And I like that. I like that. It's a clean look. All we got is a little simple ZTE text right there. And that's it. You don't got nothing else on the phone. Nothing, no other branding on the phone at all. So I like that. This probably around I think this was confused last year for a metal frame. I think I was too. What happened here? Okay. I think I might have closed it out by mistake. My bad. Let me close all these other ones out. So I might have closed it out, or it might have closed out itself. Let's pay attention and see what's going on here. Because I've been not paying attention, and maybe I might have closed it out, or maybe we might have crashed out by itself. So yeah, great back cover. I do like the back cover. It feels real good in the hand. The phone did get warm, like after about an hour of usage from just going through the settings and checking out the camera. And what else did I do? I believe I played a little clip of a YouTube video just to hear the audio. So just within that 1 hour, it did get a little bit warm, and then I ran a benchmark test on it. And right now, let me see. It's not hot. It's warm, but it's not like hot. So we're on LTE. We don't have Wi-Fi connectivity just yet. So let's go ahead and see what we get with the Geekbench 4, and then I'll be ending the video unless there's any more questions. But after I'm done with this stream, what I'm going to be doing, I'm resetting this, and I'm going to enter all my information again, set it all up, and get it going. And then I'll be using it as my daily driver for the next few days, and I'll report to you guys during the middle of the week, like Wednesday or something. I'll report to you guys with another video, and I'll give you guys my 3-day impressions on it. How's the battery holding up, cameras, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe. And let me see. Super chat is enabled, guys. If you guys want to donate to the channel, so I can buy some more gadgets, because I do buy all these little things you guys see around here. Everything on my channel is self-supported. Like I go out there and I buy all this stuff. You can see I got a tripod over there. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. Got the little tripod going on right there, and then all these little gadgets and stuff. Some of it is sent out to me, but most of it is I buy everything for the channel. So I just picked this up a while back. So things like that I always use on the channel. Makes the channel more interesting and stuff for you guys. So let's go ahead and see. Shout out to, what was his name? Shout out to Sean El Bautista for his $10 donation. Go ahead and show him off again. He actually donated $10 so I can go out and get a case for this bad boy, because I do need a case, and that's what I'll be doing. I'll be going out. So I think he said, the guy at Metro PCS actually says sometime during the week they'll be getting the cases for the ZTE Blade Zmax this week. So I'll definitely be going back there and picking up a case, unless I find something online on Amazon I could get it sooner, like if I order it today and I get it Monday, or I could probably just go pick it up at the store, at the Amazon store. But until then, I'll be looking online, or I'll probably just wait till Wednesday or something. Call Metro up, see if they have any cases. But this is taking quite a bit of time here. We're at 52%. We got a long way to go. Let me go ahead and power on my Moto while I'm waiting here. Got the Moto right next to it. I'll go ahead and power it on. Maybe I'll run a Geekbench test with the Moto and see what scores we get. It's running the Snapdragon 427 versus the Snapdragon, what was it, 435. So yeah, we'll check that out. We're gonna go ahead and we'll run a Geekbench real quick and see which one gets higher scores. Verizon. So we're at 60% now on the Geekbench 4. We're almost done, guys. Oh, Gaber says, I tried several times, says not available in my area to donate. Sorry, Tony. Oh, no problem, dude. It's all good. Let me go ahead and see. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Every time I boot this phone up, the Moto, I'm using this launcher. Every time I boot this phone up, it always says, I always get this pop-up notification right here where it says, oops, SIM card not from Verizon. That's annoying. Let me try to get rid of all this stuff. My bad. Whoa. Let me get rid of all these messages, and then we're gonna go ahead and download Geekbench 4 real quick, and we'll do a quick comparison between. Let's go ahead and do Geekbench 4. So while I'm waiting for this is almost done. We're at 70%. I'm just want to run a quick Antutu Benchmark. Install. See, this is a device that's been powered off. It was off for a while. And you can see, look at that. See how fast it did that? It downloaded that real quick. Because it's nice and cool with the fresh device. That's how you should do your benchmarks. Power it off, let it cool down, turn it on, and then do your benchmarks. Email, okay. We're at 74%, guys. We're almost there. Geekbench 4 is always slow. You guys can see that. So I got a bunch of notifications. We're at 76. Bunch of notifications coming in on my Moto. Looks like someone was sharing out my link. Okay, installed. Let me go ahead and open this up. We'll see what benchmark we get. We're at 80% on Geekbench 4. So it does take a little while to get this benchmark going. Okay, what does this say? Let me accept the permissions. Boom, 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 boom. And we're gonna run a test on here real quick. Install and test, download. So it's gonna download the 3D like it did on my, I never keep this on my phone. I always delete it after I'm done with it. So you can see that it downloads a little bit faster on the Moto real quick. Verified. Verified, what is that? I've never seen that before. Verified by Play Protect. Is that something new? I must have missed that. So Geekbench 4, we're at 88%. This thing is slow. as far as the benchmark is kind of slow. We're going to go ahead and do Geekbench 3. So 20 people watching here. I'm going to go ahead and do this Antutu 3D bench on the Moto. We already got the scores for the ZTE Blade Zmax. They were pretty good scores. I believe it was like 44 or 45,000. So we're going to go ahead and test this out and see what we get. Let me make sure everything's closed. Okay, there's nothing running in the background. I'm going to run this real quick on the Moto E4 Plus. So the Moto E4 Plus, we're running this. Let me go ahead and put this one right here. You guys can watch that one while it's doing its thing. Let me go ahead. It's doing this thing. Okay, so we're at 100%. We got, this is the scores that we got for benchmark results for Geekbench 4 and the ZTE Blade Zmax. So we got a single core of 675, which is not the greatest. And then we have a multi-score of 2554. Not bad, not bad. It's like the process, like I said, it's running Snapdragon 435. So what was it that we got on Geekbench? I don't remember. You can see it a little bit. Like it's hesitant. The frame drop. Check that out. Off rendering is, so the screen is 720p, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but yeah, here are the scores, you guys. And then let's see if I have my Antutu scores. Maybe they're probably loaded. That's what I got with my Antutu for the Blade Zmax, and now we're checking it out for the Moto. So we got 47, 433. For the Zmax, the Blade Zmax. And now we're gonna check this out real quick. See what we get with the Moto E4 Plus in the building. See if it'll beat our score on the Blade Zmax. It may, because it's a 720p display. Great on multi-score. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy with the score on the Blade Zmax. Okay, so we're coming around. It's almost done here. We're gonna get to see the scores. If it's higher, I'll be shocked. Okay, I finished off my coffee finally. Okay, so come on, let's see what we get. Okay, now I'll hold this. I'll get this out of here. So I know my Zmax is not going to fit on here. So okay, so let's see. We're coming around to the end. We're going to see which one has the higher score. I'm really rooting for the ZTE Blade Zmax. So we'll see what's going on here. This one is actually $129. Pick it up at Metro PCS. Over here we have the Moto E4 Plus, which you can pick up for $100, Verizon prepaid. But normally it's going for the same price. No, it's going actually for a little bit more. I think it's like $150 on Amazon with the ads. I'm not sure. So it's a little bit higher price point, and it offers a little bit less, in my opinion. It does have a pretty good, compared to the ZTE Blade Zmax, it does have real good fingerprint readers on both, real good cameras on both. This one has dual cameras. This one has dual cameras. This one has a single camera in the back, but it does take real good cameras up. On the back of this one, you got 16 and 2, and this one you have 13, a single 13 megapixel camera and 5 up front. So okay, so we have a 70% now, Moto E4 Plus. Let's see what we get. What are you guys predicting? You guys are predicting more than the ZTE or less than the ZTE? What do you guys think? They're both awesome devices. You can't go wrong with either. I like the Moto. There's things about the Moto that I do really like. I like the size a little bit. 65. Okay, Ryan's saying 65. So that will be higher than the ZTE. We shall see right now. We're Han Solo 1911 in the building. Save 100 if you poured in a number. Yes. If I would have poured it in a number, I would have. There's actually, the guy just told me at Metro PCS, now they have buy one, get one free, which is amazing deal. You can actually go and it has to be, I believe it has to be under $100. So you got to buy a phone that's under $100. Right now you can go over there, pick up the ZTE Blade Zmax and get the ZTE Zmax Pro for free. Because the Zmax Pro is actually $99, so it does qualify to get the phone for free. So yeah, you can pick that one up, buy one, and then you can buy 2 ZTE phones, and they're both really good phones. Okay, so Richard is predicting 44,000 on the Moto E4 Plus. Gaber is 57, which is a pretty high score, and Ryan, he says 65,000. I myself, I'm gonna say 50,000. I'm gonna say it's gonna beat the ZTE. I may be wrong, but we'll soon find out. Let me see, Richard 44,000. So we'll see. He predicts less than. He predicts the ZTE gonna win. I predict the Moto's gonna. Oh, look at that! The ZTE slaughtered the Moto E Plus. Wow, that's a huge jump right there. Look at that, guys. So we were all wrong. We were all wrong. The ZTE took over the game. The ZTE just crushed the Moto E4 Plus when it comes to the benchmark. That is crazy. Okay, so you guys see it right there. This is live. There's no clips, edits, nothing like that. You guys can definitely see that connection dropped. Okay. So you guys can see that it actually killed the ZTE actually won when it comes to, let me see this, live chat. Connection drop, is the connection back up? If it is, you guys just refresh or close out and open it again, but you guys can see that the ZTE definitely wins the benchmark. That is very disappointing for the Moto. We do have connection issues. Okay, so we're back up. I don't know if I'm live or you guys can see. Drop a comment, drop a 1 to let me know that we're all good. Everybody watching, drop a 1 in the comments in the live chat. Let me know that we're good. But so far, the Moto, I think my iPad's kind of overheating, but the Moto E actually got 33,654. The Moto E4 Plus, that's the score, and the ZTE Blade Zmax actually 47,433. So that is crazy. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope we're still live. Drop a comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I've been on for a little bit longer than expected, but that's it for now. Adios.